All right. Good evening, morning, afternoon on a Friday. Welcome to another edition of Relative Truths. I'm your
Is that what
host,
the show's
Vince.
called? Relative Truth?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So it's on YouTube. So like, share, subscribe.
A little early in the show to be, like, whoring
You'll
yourself.
like
Of
it.
course,
Trust me. You'll like
most
it.
people
You'll like the
probably don't
show.
listen to the whole thing, so we probably should do it at the beginning.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. To get it out of the way. I mean, if you do listen to the whole thing, you'll like it. So stick with it. Stay to the end.
Hey, so before we
We
get
have a
going tonight,
surprise at the end. Hold on. I'm not
bef
done. Thank you.
bef
I'm your host, Vince. This is my
Tom,
rude and interrupting co-host, Thomas. Take it away, Thomas.
I
You
was
rude
just gonna
ass.
say before we get
Yeah.
going, I have a small confession to make.
You're well, okay. That's scary. What?
So we were at a wedding on Sunday, which,
Okay.
listen, I love you guys, but you get married in Columbus on a Sunday?
On a
Anyway,
Sunday.
yeah.
That's stupid. Right there. That's you know why people are doing that more is to save money.
But yeah, it's save money, which
Hmm.
is fine, do it on a Friday.
Yeah.
Do it
I
on a
guess
Friday.
Sunday's cheaper. Whatever. But go ahead. Yeah.
Um
You have a wedding in Columbus on a Sunday, which is
So we're
dumb.
on our way
But
home, and I don't even remember what the topic of conversation was. It was me and three women. It was me and my wife and my daughter, and then a girl that works for Angela at her studio. So I don't remember
lucky
what the
you.
topic of conversation was, but brisket just popped into my head, and I just blurred out like, "God, I haven't done a brisket all year. I want to do a brisket." So then all of a
All right.
sudden, plans were being made to have Paige with her boyfriend Danny and this girl Taylor, who was the assistant, and her new boyfriend, who apparently is the one, Zach, and Angela's business partner Lauren and her husband Jordan over for brisket on Friday, this Friday, the day this episode
Co-
comes out.
Nah. All right. All right.
So anyway, that's the preface to my confession. So um, I left work a couple minutes early tonight because I had to go to the store. I have to get the brisket.
All
Um,
right.
I'm running low on my, I get the big GFS salt and peppers for when I'm doing briskets and,
Yeah.
you know, and pork butts and stuff. So I gotta pick some stuff up. So I picked that stuff up, and then I realized like shit, I gotta go to Home Depot. I need some lump charcoal, and I need some hickory logs, and my 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 meat thermometer broke last time I used it, so I need a new meat thermometer. So I'm like, all right, I'll stop at Home Depot too.
Home
So I'm doing
Depot,
all
there's
this.
oh, yeah, they do have meat thermometers, yeah. Okay, go
Dude,
ahead.
Home Depot actually has a strangely nice little like
I
outdoor
know.
barbecue department.
I've seen it. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They carry the good stuff too. Weber
Um
and Blackstone and shit. Yep.
So
Alright.
yeah, so I stop at Home Depot, get my stuff there. I stopped at GFS, got my stuff there, stopped at Home Depot, got my stuff there. I'm pulling out of the parking lot to come home, and I
Mhm.
look at the time. I'm like, shit, it's late. I'm not gonna have time to make anything to eat before the show. So so I stopped to get food.
McDonald's. Baby burgers. You dumbass.
But
Why?
I got a chicken sandwich. I didn't get a burger.
Dude, there's so many better options. Arby's is better as far as fast food goes. You could
No,
go to
Arby's is
Taco
not.
Bell. You could go to
Listen,
Taco Bell and get explosive diarrhea.
yeah, right.
You
We stopped at Arby's on the way down to the wedding on Sunday, and
Arby's is better than McDonald's.
all I got was a roast beef sandwich. I didn't put any sauce on it, didn't have any of the
That's boring.
cheddar on there or anything.
Horsey
Well,
sauce,
I
man.
was in my nice suit. I didn't want to take a chance because
Yeah, that's true.
I knew if I got beef and cheddar, I was gonna have a big yellow spot right here, you know? Um,
It's true. That's true.
that thing cramped my stomach fierce.
Because you're not used to crappy freaking fast food, but you eat
Yeah.
McDonald's. Why McDonald's did you always your
It was the
default is
easiest thing.
always McDonald's. I know the easiest thing is the worst thing. You know
Yeah,
that.
I agree, 100%,
Disgusting.
100%.
I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed to have you as my co-host now.
You should be.
I should be.
You should be.
Wow. I hope you felt like crap after you ate that.
Actually, I feel fine.
Yeah,
I feel
that
better
sucks.
after eating the McDonald's chicken sandwich than I did after eating the Arby's roast beef.
It's funny. Well, at least it wasn't Taco Bell. I know they're hurting.
Dude,
They 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 narrowed it down
dude.
to Taco Bell's in Ohio. Taylor Farms, explosive diarrhea. Woo-hoo.
Uh,
They upped their game, Taco Bell, man. Before they were only giving you diarrhea. Now they upped the game to explosive diarrhea.
dude,
So, I mean,
we
where do you go from there?
we were in a meeting today, and we're our IT department's having issues with one of the other departments not communicating with us well. And so we're kind of going around the table with ideas like, how can we get them to communicate better with us? And I'm like, well, we could just go get them a jumbo Taco Bell picnic, give it to them, and let nature sort itself out. We'll just train the new ones correctly.
God. Now he's
Uh,
using Taco Bell as a weapon. That's too funny. That's too funny. Well, start off, it's a sad day today.
Why is that?
It's a 1 year anniversary of Ozzy's death.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't realize it had been a year. I get, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
But isn't that crazy? It's been a year.
Yeah.
It's freaking been a year already since Ozzy died. So yeah, got that. That's a bummer. Good old Ozzy.
Yeah.
So
Rest in peace, Ozzy.
that sucks. So yeah. So let's talk flock cameras, dude. They've been in the news. They've been in the news recently for a
Ha-
lot of different things.
Wait, have they
But
really?
yeah, but I sent you the video of the most shocking and surprising.
Well, the one at the
Fucking
range.
gun range.
Yeah.
So for everybody that doesn't know, flock cameras, big, you know, constitutional Fourth Amendment privacy thing because come to find out, flock cameras, I'll give you a skinny real quick here. Flock cameras are capable of not only reading your license plate, but bumper stickers, taking pictures of you, face recognition, Googling you, finding out all your information, and it's all readily available to any police department in the country. In fact, 5 cops up in or down in Georgia were recently fired and actually arrested for misusing the flock camera database because you basically can look up anybody and find out all their information as far as anything. So really no privacy. So and then they have the Nova. They have the Nova add-on, which does the deep dive. It does the deep dive on the people in the cars. It gets all their personal information and their family's personal information, anything from the dark web and all this other shit, right? So,
Yep.
and then they have the what the hell is it called? Raven microphone? Flock Raven. Now they're putting microphones on them. They're supposed to be just for shot detection, but they found out that they're recording people's conversations that are waiting on the corners or whatever. So just no privacy. Flock cameras were designed, they said, to prevent, to help catch criminals or stolen cars, just crime prevention. That's what they were. That's what they were, you know, touted as. And people that started the company, how they would do it is there's a software you use, and of course it costs money to the cities, but they would give you the first, what is it, 6 months, year free, and you try these flock cameras out, and if you like them, you know they're already up. All they gotta do is pay for the software. After that, nobody's gonna say no. So if they're there just to catch stolen cars and look for criminals that have an APB out or a warrant. I sent Tom this video. Athletic. I sent Tom this video. There's a rural, this out in the sticks
Was it like
shooting.
Ocala, I think?
Yeah, shooting range. Not even on a just you have to go out of your way to get to it in the back roads. And they have a flock camera in the entrance and the exit to this shooting range. Why would they do that? You know, that's
Well, I
not to
mean, you
catch
know why.
that's not to catch criminals, right? They want to track and mark and have a history of the people that go to this range. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And that's not what that's not what they were meant to be for. And
No,
now they're just I mean, they're just abusing it. It's just a general. It was a great way for a massive, massive surveillance system. Now, those big towable, this is your speed carts, they put up, not the little solar powered ones, but the big ones they tow around are battery powered and all that shit. Now they found out that they're putting flock cameras in the back of those now.
well, that was the one that you sent me. That's what it was. It was one of those speed trailers that they parked, and then they cut a hole in the back of it
Yeah, okay,
and
I
installed
sent
the
you
flock
that
camera.
too. I
Yeah.
sent I
So you
sent you
pat
the
that was the one they parked at the front of that gun range.
no,
So
the
they
gun
yeah,
range the gun range has flock cameras.
the entrance to the gun range, which was the one that you sent me, the guy was standing outside of his car and he's like, "Hey, I'm at this gun range and just thought you'd find this interesting." And it was that speed check trailer. And then
Maybe it was.
you walked
May,
around the back and they had cut a hole into the base of this thing and installed a flock camera. And then
maybe it
and so that was getting you as you were coming in because it was getting the back of your car as you were coming in. But then he walked over to the other side of the road just past the entrance, and there was another one that zapped you on the way out.
no, these were on poles, dude. At the gun range, they were on poles. They were permanent. The
Why
ones
don't
I
you look at the
saw.
video you sent me?
Trying to find it. Oh, there's
I
the
mean,
moon one.
you don't send me that many videos, dude. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. I sent you ways and to avoid it.
that's not it. Where did you send it? Did you send it on Messenger?
No, I sent it text.
I hate Messenger. Don't send me shit on Messenger anymore.
I sent it text.
Fuck Messenger.
Oh my god, dude, shut the fuck up. It's
Maybe
gone.
you maybe you didn't send me that one.
It's gone.
Maybe somebody else sent it.
Yeah, the one I sent you is the shooting range. They're on poles. They're permanently in this rural shooting range. They're permanently on poles at the entrance and the exit to the shooting range. So why? I did that. Maybe I didn't send it to you. Maybe I just reposted it.
I don't know, but
But
I
but
saw one that was at a shooting range down in Florida. I believe it was Ocala, and the guy was out of his car, and he starts talking about flock cameras, and he's like, "Check this out," and it was one of those speed check trailers, one of the sheriff's speed check trailers that was set up right by the entrance. And then you walked around back of it, and the big metal base of this thing, they had cut a hole in it and installed a flock camera, so it was getting
no,
every car
this
that
is
drove
this
by
is Ocala,
into the
dude.
entrance.
No, this is Ocala. This isn't a speed thing. Ocala has them on poles mounted. I'm watching it now.
Okay, man.
The Ocala public shooting range. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Yeah, hold on. There it is. There's the flock camera at Ocala on a pole. Why the fuck do they have these?
You know why they have them.
Yeah, but
Why
that's
are
not
you
what they were
asking?
for. That's
Why are you asking?
come
Is it a rhetorical
because
question?
so what? Fuck off. They've got to do something about this because that's a blatant. They're blatantly now just fuck
Who?
you.
Who's going to do anything about it?
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Why aren't people standing up? Why aren't people do? I mean, there are people doing stuff. There's a lot of people. There's been a rash of arrests of people talking out against AI centers. They'll go to city councils and stuff like that. that are already bought and paid for by the billionaires and start shit about, we don't want these data centers here and all that crap, and they're arrested.
Stupid rich people.
Well, but the fuck, dude? I mean, you can't talk about it. I mean, you got. That's what I mean. Our rights are taken away a little bit at a time, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So people get just so desensitized to it and don't realize it. Now they're just blatantly, fuck you. We're gonna invade every, just every part of your life now and weaponize it. And it's nobody's doing shit about it.
It's,
And
it's it's nobody's fault but our own. We welcomed it in with smart technology. That's what started all this. And everyone made jokes about your phone listening to you. Well, dude, your fucking phone is listening to you. We just welcomed it.
yeah, but this is on another
It's the
level.
same thing. It's the exact same thing, man. You
Yeah.
think the federal government can't request your phone records from Apple
Yeah.
or Samsung or whoever?
Yeah. Of course they can. But some companies will fight it. Not many, but some will. Patriot Mobile, stuff like that, they'll never hand over anything. But it that's not the point. I mean, you're
I'm
driving in
not.
your car. You're driving in your car. Just because you drive, if I drive from here to fucking Giant Eagle, I shouldn't have my whole life recorded and put in a database that any cop or any civil servant in the country could look up. I didn't sign up for that. The cities aren't asking the people if they want it. They're not voting on it. They're doing it like quietly. And people don't realize it till they're fucking putting flock cameras up. And they're like, what the hell? And it's like, well, we signed an agreement. Well, you didn't ask us. And then they go to the meetings and they're like, nah, it's a done deal. Sorry. And it's fucked up, man. They did it in Olmsted. They do it.
It's gonna.
They did it that way in Olmsted here, and we've got flock cameras, and everybody was like, "What the fuck, dude? We were never. This was never presented to us in any sort of way."
It's gonna be like the traffic cameras where people are just gonna start tearing them down.
Well, they have been, and there's this one guy that gives out free, super adhesive, fuck flock stickers that are round that fit perfectly over the lenses of the flock cameras. And you can't like peel them off like a sticker. They
Right.
leave the residue all over the lens and
Yeah.
shit. But he's like, hey, email me and I'll send these out. And dude, he showed a stack on his desk of letters like this tall that he had to fill and
That's
send
funny.
out. Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's a
Can we talk real quick about since we're talking about mailing stuff out?
what?
So listen, man.
Yeah, Rosie?
Nobody's in here.
Where's Rosie?
I don't know. She's not in here.
Wow. All right then. That was a slam.
So I have recently, semi recently, ordered several things from American companies. I've also ordered some things from some non American companies.
And you get the non-American ones first.
Not only do I get the non American ones first, I get better communication from the non American ones as far as like the status of my order, the status of the shipment.
Yeah, I've noticed that
I get
too.
nothing but just from these American companies. And it's like, dude, I want to support you. I want to support American. Like, and I'll tell you what they were. They were my new M&P. It was a new like gun oil and cleaner that I'm trying out, and it was a holster for my new M&P. All three bought from American companies. Communication from all three of them has just been terrible. It's like, why? You want us to buy American, and like, and
Yeah.
here's the thing: if you're busy, send out a mass email to everyone that placed an order. I know you can do that. I work in IT. It's not that complicated. And say,
No, it's
listen,
not.
we are
Yeah.
busy. We have your orders. We're working on it. We're sorry. We're gonna get to it. And then like
Yeah.
The vast majority of them use the United States Postal Service, which don't even get me started on that joke of an organization.
Yeah, they suck. They
Like
suck as far as anything.
I'm to a point now where just about any time that I get the option to upgrade to a better shipping, I'm going to pay for it just because. Because if it goes for the USPS, I have no idea when it's going to get to me or if it's going to get to me.
Yeah, I unfortunately I've noticed that it like you order something from overseas and you can see arrived at facility, left facility, arrived at this, is waiting for customs and was delivered to, Florida, whatever post office. Florida post office is, you see it step by step by step by step. And I've noticed when I've ordered from American companies, I'll be like awaiting info from sender or whatever, and it's awaiting. And it's like label created at wherever I ordered it from, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's been a week and they just created a label. So this is the communication part. So it would be like arrived at destination city to be shipped out, whatever. So the label was created almost, half a week later, a week later, it arrives at their post office. And it's like, dude, it's been 2 weeks. And I go out to the
Yeah.
mailbox and it's in my mailbox. It's like, well,
Yeah.
wait a minute. You're telling me it's still, in Florida or wherever. Yeah,
That is
it's horrible.
the
It's
lube and gun
horrible.
oil that I bought. It said like we ran a 4th of July special and everybody bought our stuff. So we're running behind. So it's going to be 5 to 7 business days before we ship. Like, fine, get that.
Yeah.
Well, 5 business days is a week, right?
Yeah.
That's a Monday through
A,
Friday. We
a
don't
work
count
week. Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
So you add 2 more days onto that, and you're talking almost 2 weeks, almost 2 full weeks. It was exactly 2 full weeks before I got any sort of anything from them. And I look at their site, I look at my order and just say processing, processing,
Yeah. Yeah.
processing. Like, dude, come on, man. Just do better. Like, I want to support American companies, but I also want some sort of customer service.
Well, the thing is,
Especially when I'm
too,
paying, I'm paying $55 for a bottle of cleaner, a bottle of lube, and a towel.
yeah, and you're paying shipping, $6, ten
And I'm
bucks,
paying
whatever.
shipping,
The
right?
thing is if I lick a stamp, put it on an envelope, and mail it to Florida, it gets there tomorrow. If I mail it this morning, or maybe Friday,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
how, if you're in Florida, you've got these packages. They're probably prepackaged because you're ordering the package. So they have them in a box. All they got to do is put the label on it and give it to
Right.
the
Right.
the USPS, who is at your place every day. So they pick up this shit every day to ship out. So how? Oh my God! Here we got an email. They want the package. Okay, print the label. Boom, doom, box done, done. You just have people doing this shit. Oh, this is an odd one. He just wants, the lube. All right, well, we'll just take the shit out of the
Or he wants to
box.
add something on or whatever.
Right,
Fine.
right. So that might take another day. I
Right.
just don't understand. I mean, if I don't know, I don't understand it. How does it take it 2 weeks to get from Florida to here when all you got to do really basically is put a label on it? Because I've seen the videos of these warehouses. A lot of this shit's prepackaged, ready to
Well,
go.
here, I didn't even get notification that anything was happening until a day before the 2-week mark. I ordered it on Thursday. The day
Yeah.
that the Wednesday before it turned into exactly 2 weeks was when I got the notification that, hey, man, your order's been processed and we're boxing it up. I didn't get this shit for almost a month, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was it coming from?
This one was coming place out west, or was it? I don't remember.
That's crazy. A month. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. I mean, it, Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, here, hold on. Oh, son of a bitch. And this is another thing. If I want all of the tracking updates from the USPS, I gotta join some fucking I gotta join some membership thing.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah, I don't oh, see all tracking. Hold on, there we go. So this one came from Utah,
mm,
West Jordan, Utah.
that's crazy. It shouldn't take a
So
month.
I like the holster, I kind of get it because they're, these Kydex holsters are custom, for the gun. Plus, if you run an optic, if you run a light, they have to make them custom, right? Um, but even that one, like that one didn't take as long as the lube did, which is crazy to me. Like,
It's a
something
bottle,
custom
right?
versus something off the shelf. But I don't know.
I know.
It's
That's
irritating. And when I order my gun, and I'm not like impatient, man. Like if they say it's going to take, X amount of time before we get to this, fine, just stay in communication with me. The gun, when I ordered that, I mean, I think that was just short of 3 weeks when I finally emailed them and I'm like, listen, um, I'm not trying to be like a nag here, but am I going to get an update anytime soon?
yeah.
And then the next day I get the fucking notification. They're like, "Oh yeah, your thing's been shipped." Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't even know how to explain that one. Doesn't make any sense. How can I get something from China quicker than I can get it a few states over?
It's crazy. Dude, those shirts that I wore for the 4th of July, the 2 button ups that I had,
Yeah.
those came from China, which I know that's kind of weird, like a,
Yeah.
USA shirts coming from China, but whatever. I got updates every step of the way and I got those in about 6 days
Yeah. That's what I mean. And what the fuck? That's
from like Zhangzhou, China.
right. Yeah. Damn. Man,
Anyway,
those kids work hard in those factories, man.
they do. They do.
You gotta
They
earn
deserve at
those.
least 27 cents an hour.
An hour a day.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
be nice.
Hey,
I'm
we
trying
ate
to
at
be a benevolent overlord.
we ate at Fatheads the other day. Did you ever eat there?
Did I ever eat a fatheads?
Huh?
You talking about the one in North Olmsted?
Yeah.
I used to basically live there, man. We used to eat there every week, at least once a week, sometimes
They get
more.
good food.
Yeah. Well, it used to
Good
be.
food. It still
It
is.
went downhill. It went
Mm.
downhill. You should have eaten there like 5 years ago.
Well, we went there last weekend or something. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I just drove by there today and thought about it. I haven't been there in a couple of years. I want to
Tina's there now.
check it out again. She's there again right now?
Yeah, she's there eating dinner with the girls in Marilla.
All right. Cool, man.
I got a story for you. I got a good one.
Eh,
I got a
tell me a
good
story.
fucking story for you.
Hey, PG-13, man. Watch your language.
All right. I got a good freaking story for you.
It's too late. You already said it. It's not like you're going to
All
censor it out.
right. Fuck it. I'm not. All right. So, an unnamed deputy, Palm Beach, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office in Florida. He will not publicly release his identity, and you'll see why. This deputy pulled over 36-year-old adaptive athlete and influencer Katie Thomas, also known as Kathleen, in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. The deputy said he saw her driving while holding and manipulating a phone, texting and driving, and she had the phone in her right hand. She's like, "Really? Had the phone in my right hand, I was texting." He's like, "Yep. You saw this. Yep. Yep." She held up her hand. She has no hand. Adaptive
I thought we
athlete.
talked about this one already, like a month
No,
ago, 2 months ago.
no, this just
That's
happened.
No, it didn't.
So yeah,
No, it didn't.
I just saw the story.
Well,
When
just
is it?
because you just saw the story doesn't mean it just happened. We talked about this months ago.
Oh, May. Damn it. Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Dumbass.
retarded.
It is a fun
But
story,
he
though. It
he
still
did
makes
write
me
her
chuckle.
He still wrote her a
He
ticket.
doubled down. I know.
He
That's
doubled
the best
down.
part.
He wrote her a ticket. And they dismissed the ticket, of course, because,
Like,
lack of
dude,
evidence. She didn't have a hand.
dude, come on, man. Listen.
So why do cops, and I've been watching this, I follow this attorney, he's a civil rights attorney. And he's not one of these douchebag ones. He's a decent guy. But why can't they fucking admit when they're wrong? Why can't
I
they
don't
just
know.
be like, you know what, my bad, sorry? They just, that seems to be the brunt and the cause of a lot of lawsuits against these police departments, is because the cops refuse to admit when they're wrong. So they'll arrest somebody on false pretenses, and then they get sued and they have to pay $250,000, $1 million, because the cop just didn't say, I'm sorry, I fucked up. You go ahead. You're free.
No, they
I was
don't have
wrong.
to pay it. We have to pay it.
Right. Well, yeah, whoever lives in that township, but they just don't. They never admit when they're wrong, and that's a serious issue, man. I've seen it way too much, that they double down on stupidity, and whatever. I I just watched a video today of a guy at Walmart. They wanted this guy trespassed because he wasn't wearing a mask. This was during COVID, right? And I just saw the video today, so I'm a few years behind on videos.
A little bit. That's fine.
But he had he walks into Walmart. This freaking liberal douchebag is like, doesn't say anything to him, but puts out his description over the PA. So, is not wearing a mask. He says, the funny thing is, the 4 people behind me weren't either, but I was the only one singled out. So they let him get through the whole fucking story. He goes to check out, and they start giving him shit about not wearing a mask. They're like, do you have a condition? He's like, a medical condition? He's like, yeah. And they're like, what is it? He's like, I can't, that's HIPAA, dude. I don't have to tell you. All you need to know is
Yeah.
I have a medical. So they want him trespassed because he will not wear a mask. So the cop comes in, and she's like, do you have a medical condition? He's like, yeah, I have asthma. He's like, well, you need to tell him that. He goes, no, that's HIPAA. I don't have to tell him shit. All they need
Right.
to know, and is the guy wasn't being a jerk. He's telling them all they need to know is I have a medical condition.
Right.
So he explained to the cop, look, I walk in, they singled me out. 4 people behind me didn't have masks. There's at least 30 or 40 people I saw in the store don't have masks. I'm the only one being singled out. And they're like, well, they want you trespassed. He's like, you know what? If they want me to leave the store, all they got to do is ask me. They never asked me. They just called the cops. And she's like, well, you're being trespassed, which means basically they asked
You
him
gotta
to
leave.
leave.
You can't come back.
Well,
Yeah.
they asked him to leave. He wouldn't leave, so he's trespassing. He's like, they never asked me. I would have just left if they would have asked me. And she's like, well, give me your ID. He's like, no, West Virginia is not a it's not a ID state. You don't have to ID unless you're being arrested. So he's like, no, this is a no ID state. And she's like, you're wrong. He's like, no, I'm not wrong. And she's like, you're obstructing. He goes, no, I'm not. You just can't ID me. She's like, you're obstructing. And he's like, well, then arrest me. And she goes, okay. And she arrests him. Oh, she fucking arrests him, takes him down to the station. And he's like, we'll see you in court. She's like, you're right, we will. And, they show the video of her telling all her coworkers, and they're kind of siding with her, the little white knights supporting their little stupid female deputy. Of course he won in court. It was all
God,
dismissed.
man, let something like that happen to me, please.
What? No one will just admit this guy
I'll
knew the
get
law.
some of my taxes back finally.
Right, yeah, this guy knows the law better than freaking people who are supposed to be enforcing it.
Yeah.
That's what we're stuck with.
Did you see the one with the
This is
just
what
recently with the
DEI
ex
has
cop
done.
that was the ex cop was on the side of the road and he was like street preaching. And it was like a pride festival or something, I don't know, but they called the police on this guy, and the woman cop walks up to him and is like, well, you need to stop this. He's like, no, I don't. Like, I'm not harassing anybody. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm standing out here and I'm just, I'm talking. She's like, well, they don't like what you're saying, so you have to stop. He's just like, No, I don't. She's like, well, yes, you do. It's against blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, it's not. And he starts spouting off the actual um, ordinances,
Codes, ordinances,
codes and
yeah.
ordinances. Yeah. She had no idea that he was like a cop. So she gave him a citation, I believe. And of course he fought it and won.
You can't say that because they don't like it. Tough shit. Grow a pair, Sally. There's a
But
lot of
listen, I don't
things.
like what they're saying, but I have to live with it. So I just
That's what I mean.
live
You
with it.
just
I walk by.
God, offended pieces of whatever. All right.
Hey,
Okay.
so I got a fun one. You sent me this one, but I actually had already sent it to myself to talk about tonight.
Uh-oh. The moon landing.
No,
Oh,
apparently Olive Garden's never ending pasta is more secure than our federal voting is.
I didn't send that to you.
Yeah, you
What
did.
the fuck?
Or no,
What
you didn't send it to me. You posted it on Facebook.
the fuck are you talking about? Which one is that? God, I post so much shit anymore.
So Olive Garden has their never ending pasta pass that you can buy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And somebody asked a question, are you able to order pasta for family using this pasta pass, or is that exclusively for the person with the card at the table? I don't
You have to
know.
see their ID. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'd feel really weird with just one person having unlimited pasta while everyone awkwardly waits. Olive Garden responded, said, no, the never ending pasta pass is only for use by the pass holder whose name is printed on the pass. Passes are personalized and non transferable. Pass holders must present a valid photo ID along with the pass at the time.
Yeah. You need an ID
And
to eat pasta.
the responses. Someone says, I hope you understand that this is extremely discriminatory towards minorities and married women.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't have never ending pasta because they're too stupid to get an ID. Yeah.
What if someone illegally enters the Olive Garden? Do they get free pasta and bread sticks?
Jeez, man.
Senator Mike Lee says American elections should not be less secure than Olive Garden endless pasta. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's yeah, that whole election thing is I, c- we don't have time today to get into that. I mean, the 2020 election has been proven stolen. It's and they're doing it again to all these all the races out in California, the governor's race, the mayor's race. Um it's I don't know. I don't see it changing because it, nobody's going to fix it. There's no I read something where they said, if you're waiting for the politicians to fix the corruption, you guys are going to be waiting a long ass time because they're never going to do it because it doesn't benefit them to fix the corruption.
Yeah.
Doesn't benefit them at all. It it
No,
it's really never going to be. Basically, what the premise of this article is, nothing's going to change unless the citizens do something, some type of uprising, whether it be civil or uncivil.
yeah. I was
Um,
just going to say the same thing.
but if you're waiting for politicians to fix it, drain the swamp, whatever, never going to happen. It's never release the Epstein files. Never going to happen. They're not going to put their billionaire friends in jeopardy. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to clean up their own messes because it doesn't benefit them one financially or safety. I mean, you're going to get some people in there to try to clean this up. They're not going to last long. So, yeah, yeah. Good luck with that. But it is a shame that pasta and crappy pasta too is more secure than our elections.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man,
Olive Garden sucks.
Olive Garden's pretty pretty bad.
Horrendous. It's horrendous. I wouldn't
It's
say pretty
it's
bad.
it's
It's
not great.
it's gross.
It is not
The only good thing at
great
Olive
at all.
Garden is they have really fantastic cheese graters. That's it.
Cheese graters?
Yeah, the cheese
Do they
graters, you
have
know?
the crank ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
those
can
are pretty cool.
you can go in and buy those from Olive Garden.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you can. Wanna see a picture I drew? You sure? Yeah, you do wanna see it?
No, yeah, I'm sure I don't wanna see it.
I drew this.
You didn't draw that.
Oh, okay.
You
I
did
thought I
not
did.
draw that.
Sucks when you get old. I thought I drew it.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, alright. I printed it.
Hey, here's a fun one. Do you know what the, city of Sacramento is doing now?
It's California, dude. I can only imagine and guess. I have no idea what they're doing.
The city of Sacramento is sending government employees to snoop on residents' garbage bins.
Oh, I did hear something about this. Yeah. Eh, they're giving people shit if they throw recyclables and shit in the garbage can in California that has a few other
Say,
bigger problems.
any container that we touch will either get a great job tag or a let's sort this out tag.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, they real
Sacramento claims that no punishments will be instituted. However, other California cities, such as Citrus Heights, are hitting repeat trash offenders with fines.
I I I dude, I don't even know what to say. It's California. All the shit going on in California, you know, buying homeless people's votes and a map of where
This
not to
is
step in shit in your city, you know, because people are crapping all over the sidewalks
this is a
and
law that Gavin Newsom passed.
and
They
and
actually
and
put this into law.
and having Gavin Newsom as governor. I mean, California's got enough problems.
Like,
So th- now you have to worry about, oh my God, at 2 o'clock in the morning while you're laying in bed. Oh my God, did I accidentally throw that pop can into the garbage?
yeah,
Nah, makes sense.
I wonder how strict they're being with it because technically, if you read the regulations, you're supposed to rinse that stuff out before you put it in recycle too.
Ants, bugs. Speaking of garbage, I think we
Are you
should
going to
turn
show
this
me your
in.
drawing again?
No, here's garbage. I hate that, man. Okay. I don't hate many people, but Dan Bongina is one of them. Okay. So let's turn this into a community action channel.
Okay. How
All
so?
right.
How do you want to do that?
All right. For the two viewers that know us, so you know where I live, but for just in case someone that doesn't know us watches this, I live in a 55 plus community and it's a manufactured home.
Is old.
As my other brother-in-law so eloquently put it, it's where people go to die. And eh, go ahead, chuckle it up, buddy. So it's a manufactured home community, 55 plus. It's been here since the 30s. So there's a mix of people here, but they're whatever.
Old.
This this company bought it called Windward Communities. And I want to put them on blast. And if anybody that sees this knows just they suck and they suck bad. So we pay a lot rent. You buy your house, you own your house. You pay a lot rent. You don't own the land. They own all the land. That's how they make their money. And Ohio, lot rent isn't regulated for the old folks that are on Social Security. There's a lot of single and older people here that are only relying on Social Security. So they've been raising the lot rents a lot, 35 to 50 bucks a year. So let me give you an idea so you know what we're working with. Lot rent on my lot is $850 a month.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. I get $50 discount because I'm a veteran. So $799 a month. Now there's 13 to 1400.
Discrimination, but okay.
No, it's not. Shut up. There's 13 to 1400 units in here. So I averaged it out at $650 or $675 a unit lot rent. They're bringing in over $1 million a month in pure money. Okay. Over $1 million a month. That's way more than enough to take care of this place and take care of it nicely. But they choose not to. We were promised a gazebo for 3 years. They finally built that, and it's nothing spectacular. It's pretty much 4 poles and a roof over a concrete pad. That's your gazebo. Yeah, they put
I mean,
picnic
what else do
tables.
you need for a gazebo?
It could have been decorative, just look nice, okay? They put picnic tables there and some Adirondack chairs, and
Oh, they
made
put
they
tables and chairs, and you're saying that's all we got was 4 poles and a
Can-
roof on concrete. Come on, man.
can I finish?
Jeez.
So they did okay with that 3 years later. Now, there's no amenities here. There's no amenities. The social hall, which you can use for free, hasn't been updated. I'm not kidding, probably since the 70s. It's not. It's whatever, is what it is. The shuffleboard court, I don't think has been used since the 70s or cleaned or anything since the 70s. So that's pretty much unusable. That's it. That's all we have. They don't pick up our garbage. They don't do our lawns. They don't do anything. We are supposed to take our garbage to the dump. All right. You have a lot. I know you're like, where's this going? You have a lot of older people here. A lot of, I know it's 55 plus, and there are, there are countless people that are 55, younger, you know, towards the younger end of the age spectrum here. But you also have a lot of 70, 80-year
People
olds,
like you.
70, 80-year olds, handicapped people, disabled people like me. That, yeah, they do it, but it's hard, but you can pay them an extra $9 a month and they'll come and pick up your garbage for you. Now, granted, they will not pick up anything large. They'll just pick up bags and small Amazon boxes. If you have like a nightstand or something you're getting rid of, no, they won't pick that up. Nor can you go and put it in any one of their 3 dumpsters at the 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 dump, because they have a sign. Yeah, I got to find what the sign says. But you are not allowed to put any large items or bulk items in the dumpsters. Dumpsters are for cardboard and smaller things like that only. So you pay 800, $700 a month. You pay on top of the lot fee, you have a tax pass-through fee, which is usually around $60. So now I'm up to $900 a month. Then you have to pay for garbage, $10. So, I'm up to over $900 a month to just have my house on this land. We all pay for the garbage, for the dumps, for the dumpsters and the compactors and everything like that. They don't want you to put any bulk items in the dumpsters because they have to pay to have them dumped. No, and I've had this argument with the office. No, you don't. We pay for that. That comes out of our lot rent. Now, they said, well, you can't overfill the dumpsters or you can't throw that stuff in the dumpsters. It's not allowed. Yes, it is. You can put anything in the dumpsters that's not flammable or compressed, like propane tanks. You could put anything in the dumpsters as long as it can be tarped. If it could be covered by a tarp by the people picking it up, you could put anything in there. No, you can't. We pay $10,000 a month for these dumpsters. You can't. You're not okay. So you got 80-year-old Sally here who's got rheumatoid arthritis, can't walk, can't barely, she's bought a new dumpster, or a new nightstand. Technically, she cannot go to the dump and put it in there. Now get this, because then they have cameras there. If you do, you can be threatened with eviction. So they're going to evict you over a piece of garbage. Okay. They watch the cameras. There's one lady that works here. This one tenant's grandkids came over because she could not take the garbage to the dump. They came over. They threw the garbage in the dump. It was like 3 or 4 bags. I guess they threw it in the dumpster instead of the compactor. They're kids. Lady that works here in the office watches her camera at home. She races up there in her car. These kids get scared. They take off, and she follows them off property to their home to yell at them, not realizing that they were freaking just throwing out garbage for their grandmother. Now, if I was at those kids' parents, I would have sued the living shit out of this place. All right.
I mean, that would have
So,
just made your rent go up.
so yeah, whatever, dude. So they threaten you with eviction. So here's the options when you have eviction. You can move your house somewhere else. You can pick it up and move it, which is not cost effective and technically not going to happen for these older people. You can move out and just let them take the house, which is not cost effective, or you can sell it. So there's a guy that moved in here, and he's towards the younger side of the age. He's 55 or close to that. But he does a lot of work, and he does a lot of work for free in here for the residents. Like, he'll come and check heat tape for free just to make sure you're okay for the winter, especially the older people that can't, don't have a lot of money. And he does a lot of smaller things for free for the residents. He'll give away free gutter cleanings and stuff like that. But then he does like home remodeling. He does a lot of work, and he does a lot of work for the residents at a phenomenal price, and he does great work. So he works a lot in the community. Okay. He works for his neighbors. Well, he did some work for somebody and went to the dump and threw out some of the things that he swapped out: sink, toilet, whatever. He got not an eviction notice, but we caught you, and this is a warning that you can be evicted for throwing out a couple of bulk items. So he put his house up for sale. So one, you lose a resident, you lose that monthly income, and
You lose a guy that's been helping out the residents.
you lose a guy that's been helping out the residents because you're being petty as shit. What
That's awesome.
what they want you to do is once a month in the township here, the dump is open. The first Saturday of every month, you can take your bulk items to the dump. Now, 80-year-old
How?
Sally, right? She's not gonna.
How?
She doesn't have a truck. You want her to rent a U-Haul to go to the dump for a fucking nightstand and a couple lamps and stuff because you won't let them throw it in the dumpster. And if they do, you're going to threaten to evict them. Are you fucking serious? So and they don't, the sign, I wish I would have prepared for this, because the sign that they put at the dumpster is not very descriptive on what you can and can't throw out. So this is windward. You have dumpsters that we pay for that is no bother to them. The head of maintenance, yeah, he has to come sometimes because they get full over the weekend, and he has to compact them down with a backhoe and put stuff in there. That's his job. But he bitches about it because this guy's a fucking curmudgeon. He's a 35-year-old guy pissed off he's only making $18 an hour. So here's
Listen, man,
what the
go back to school or learn a trade. Not my
yeah, well,
problem.
he's too stupid. All right. Disposal of bulk items is not permitted. This includes, but is not limited to. There you go. Those are the operative words right there. Furniture, appliances, mattresses, box springs, water heaters, construction materials. But it's not limited to that. So what does that do? That opens it up to, it could be whatever the fuck
Anything they want.
management wants.
Anything they want.
You could
Yep.
go throw a candy wrapper out. Well, nope. Wait, that falls under not limited to. So violators may be subject to termination of tenancy. So they're going to throw you out. They're going to throw 7 home runs the other night, dude. What the fuck? They're going to throw you out because of what you throw out. Now, on stuff we pay for. It's not like our lot rent is $300 a month. I'm paying over $900 a month in all of the fees. So really, this is windward. Okay, I know this is long-winded. So windward
Very
gives you,
long-winded, just FYI.
well, you got to know the story so we can crush these people, rise up and crush them.
I mean,
So they give you an
it's
800.
not really the purpose, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they give you an 800 customer service number. You call it, and they always say they're an answering service. Well, I would like to talk to someone about this. Okay, give us your name and number, and we'll call you back. No, because here's what happens in the park. If you give them the name and number, that answering service calls the park and says, hey, look, this person called and they have issues with this. Then they target you. We've seen it happen. They start inspecting and violating. You got too much stuff on your porch. Well, I'm waiting for the dump to open up on the first Saturday. Nope, too much. And they start fining you, and they start, singling you out. There's retribution for it. So, no, I just want to talk to someone about it. Here's my phone number. Have them give me a call. Well, they never call you back. So you go up and you look up Windward Properties on the internet and you look for their corporate number. Corporate, right? They're in Florida. So you get their corporate number, you call that corporate number, and it's another park in Illinois. And it's like, is this corporate? No, I called it. Is this corporate? No, this is whatever park in Illinois. I said, you're part of Windward, right? Yeah. Well, they're listing your number as the corporate number. They're like, yeah, we know. We don't know why they're doing that. But they get all the corporate calls, and it's just a park. It's just a freaking 55 or older park. So there's no way to contact corporate. They don't call you back. The corporate number they give you is a park in Illinois. So they're dodging any kind of customer complaints, any kind of residential complaints. You can't deal with corporate. So how is this fair that you're going to punish people for throwing stuff out that they're reasonably allowed? If I have work done in my house, someone remodels my bathroom, I expect to be able to throw out my vanity and mirror and sink and toilet into the dumpster that I pay for without being fear of being evicted and having to sell my house. And now this this guy that works here and does all this work, he put his house up for sale. So he's leaving the park. And that letter threatening eviction was what made him do it. Because he's like, you're fucking kidding me. All the time and effort, all the shit that maintenance, they're supposed to have benches for people to sit that are falling apart. street lights that don't work, all the stuff they don't take care of, and they're going to threaten to evict me. So Windward, they need to be put on blast somehow. And because that's just, it's unbelievable, dude.
They're based in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah. But you can't get a hold of them unless you drive down there and probably show up. I mean, come on.
No, that's bullshit, man.
It's worse than
That was
HOA.
that was very long-winded. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think our listener probably tuned out about 20 minutes ago.
Why? It's a very riveting story about
It's
how,
not. It's really not. Like
dude,
I almost fell asleep 5 times.
this is how they fucking treat the older people.
Well,
You're going to, these people are on
yeah.
these people are on Social Security, a lot of them. So you're going to make the lot rent almost unaffordable for them. And then if they throw out the wrong piece of fucking garbage, you're going to throw them out on their ass where they've
Well, yeah,
basically got nowhere else to go.
of
It's
course.
bullshit.
Because when they get rid of them, they can put somebody else in there that's more
They can
compliant.
put a new house up, right? That's bullshit, though. That's just it's bullshit. Something needs to be done about that. They need to cap lot rents like they do in other states. And this company needs to realize they can't treat the people that are paying their salaries like shit. I'm done. My rant's over.
All right. You good?
No, I'm so pissed off about that. I've been pissed about that for months. I've been wanting to talk about that for months.
All right. I mean,
So yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Well, this is a
what's
nice
what are
building they got.
what are people's recourse? What are people's recourse? You can't. Here's a customer service number, but you're never going to be able to fucking talk to us. Screw you. It's just we're going to placate you with a number.
No, I mean, you can get a lawyer.
Well, I was thinking about doing a my God, what do you call it? Class action against them.
You should.
Get a bunch of people.
This is actually funny. I'm looking at their building on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And the day that they were doing the Google Maps photos, I don't know, there's like a moving company out front. So they're like moving. It looks like they just finished unloading a truck into the building, but there's some moving blankets on the ground. There's a group of guys standing around, but there's these
Yeah.
other 2 guys standing by a pickup truck posing for the camera.
My God.
Uh,
I don't know. I think that's shitty the way they, I don't know. Whatever.
no, it is. It is. Uh, yeah.
They had a problem with people coming in and just using our dumps, off-site people that didn't live here. Well, then crack down on them. Don't crack down on the residents. Do something to stop that. Use the cameras for that. Don't use the cameras for. They were actually taking pieces of garbage out by the cameras, finding out where these people lived and putting it back on their lawns.
You know, it's interesting.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what I said?
I did. I did. Fuck. They're based in Clearwater, Florida, but I can't find any of their properties that are like in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe this one, Pueblo de Sol.
It's a
No,
cash grab for them.
that one's out in Nevada.
It's just a cash grab
Interesting.
for them. They buy
Yeah.
they buy these parks that are up for sale. They jack up the lot rent and they just collect over $1 million a month. They
Well,
pay their
so
salaries.
the problem is that your community was probably started by someone who actually did care.
Yeah.
right? And they ran it until they couldn't run it anymore, and they had no choice but to sell it because they probably didn't have any family that wanted to keep going with it. And so you get these companies that swoop in and, like you said, they buy it and they don't care about it. It's just income for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. That's my complaint. I just
The
want to
lady
move the
the
business.
lady you were talking about that sits at home watching the cameras and chase those kids,
Yeah.
she's probably got no discernible skills, any other
No.
skills.
No.
And this company was just basically like, "Hey, you want to make 50 grand a year to sit at home and do nothing?"
Well, she works in the office too, so
But whatever. What does she
but
do in
she's
the
yeah,
office? Come on.
she's the receptionist. She doesn't do much. So, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
well,
it is.
Vince, I'm sorry. I am very sorry for you, buddy.
No, it's just I feel bad for a lot of the people here that that it can affect indirectly. I mean, yeah, I don't know how you expect an 80, 90-year-old person to be able to get to a dump, or be able to pay someone to dump something because we can't use the dumpsters here when they're already struggling with the enormous
Well,
lot
they
rent and
can't,
Social
and
Security.
they can't, and
Right.
they don't care. Like,
They don't care. That way they
you
could
know,
take that lot over and put a brand new house on it and sell it for 150 grand and make their money.
right. So
Yeah. Corporate
anyway,
greed.
well, listen,
Yeah. We're
that
done.
was a very long-winded and super bummer way to end this show, but we are over time.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I could tell you needed to do that. Could
Yeah.
tell.
Got a
So
vent. Got a vent.
I hope I hope it made you feel a little bit better.
Not really.
But hey,
Because
listen,
because I
if
know
you're out
nothing's
there,
gonna change.
if you're out there watching, listening, you can like, you could share, you could
Yep.
subscribe, you could
Yep.
comment,
Yep.
you can email us
Yes, you can. Our relative truths at
at
gmail
gmail.com.
dot com. Okay. I was getting there.
Yep.
Man, you're
Yep.
impatient. Didn't you earlier just say I'm not an impatient man? But yet,
You have a problem with landing the plane, Vince.
man, no,
You're you're
it's that
running out of
pregnant
fuel,
no,
you're out over the ocean, and you're like, "No, we got time," and then
it's that
finally you
pregnant
crash
pause,
and
dude. It's that pregnant pause. You
no,
just have
no.
no whatever.
You're
See,
you're a pregnant hippopotamus. Yeah.
you're an asshat.
Okay. So so thank you for being here
Sure.
with us. And we will
Yes.
see you Tuesday.
Yes, we will. Good night, everybody.